Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever, warriors. All right. So, anyways, I just had to do that, like my whole Good Morning Vietnam thing. This notes is really just to help you through, say, today's assignment or Friday's assignment, because hopefully you're watching this during Friday's assignment. And what do you need to do to find all the different things that are on there? So, and maybe how to graph and things like that. What I want you to focus on is, again, you need to know, like it says on the side that says key concept quadratic functions, you need to know the values of A, B, C. You need to know the axis of symmetry. So, and again, you realize that I'll usually say AOS. And actually, to find that, you need the vertex. Need to know the max or min value. Your domain and range. And your y-intercept. So, I mean, keep that in mind. You need to understand these things before we get to move on to the other things. So, if you have a problem, let's say let me do number 6 on the side where there's some notes. So I'm looking at f of x is equal to x squared minus 8x plus 15. Okay, if you graph that on your calculator, okay, so again, on the calculator you need a graphs page. You type in the function. Okay, press enter. Once you see the graph, you need to again do menu, trace, graph trace. And then follow along, move the little cursor to the side until it finds you the maximum or minimum value. Okay, I should actually say maximum or minimum value. Okay, so you need to do all that, and that will give you, again, whatever it says the max or minimum is your vertex. And then, as I said before, in the vertex, your x value is your axis of symmetry, the y value is the max or min. Okay. You kind of need that, and you need to see the graph to go from there. Okay, so I look at this, and let me go ahead and get the graph, or I'll redraw the graph. Okay, so I graphed this on the calculator, but I don't want to draw. I see something that looks kind of like, well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's try that again. Something like that, but I'm not exactly sure where everything's at. So to make sure I know where everything's at, again, I do menu, graph trace. First off, let's identify the A, B, C. A, B, C. A is 1, B is negative 8, C is 15. Okay, now, if you graph menu trace, it will tell you when you get down there that you have a minimum at 4, negative 1. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1. That's your vertex. Again, keep in mind this is your vertex. So if a question asks for the vertex, that's something you can do. From that, I can already tell you that the axis of symmetry is x equals 4, and that the the min value, because it's a min, is negative 1. Then you can use that quadratic magic numbers of 1, 3, 5. You're supposed to multiply those to the a. And that tells you basically that you're going up 1 over 1. Notice how I did that. From those points, I would go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. And I can make my graph. That's good enough. Okay, now you should be able to tell, again, the domain is all real numbers. And your range, since this is facing up, is y equals, or y is greater than or equal to, because they're going up, negative 1. The only other thing you can find is the y-intercept, which again, as I told you before, is the c. C is your y-intercept, so it's 0, 15. That means this graph crosses somewhere up here at 15, which is going to be way too high. I can't even fit it on my thing. But that's pretty much all you need to do, and this should get you through the assignment. So kind of keep that in mind. Let me do one more example, and you can kind of go from that. So I'm going to do, what the heck, I'll do number 5, which says f of x is equal to negative 3x squared plus 18x minus 31. Okay, so I'm going to want to see this graph. And again, to create a new graph on your calculator, you can just make a new page. But do please reset it, because you're going to have other kids that are going to try to copy off yours or just exist off your stuff, and then they're not doing any work. So try to make sure you reset your calculators. Press, home, new document, don't save, that type of thing. Okay, but anyways, let's look at this and let's graph this. So I'm going to make a new page, graphs, and I'm going to pause real quick when I do that. Okay, all I see is this little bit of a graph like this. I gotta stop doing that. A little bit of a graph like this, but again, I want to get a little bit more example. So again, let's identify what's A, what's B, and what's C. Okay, if you do this and you do the menu, trace, graph trace, you'll also see that your y-intercept is 0, negative 31. That's way down there. Where's my 0? And then it should tell me my maximum is at 3, negative 4. There we go. Alright, so maximum, when it tells you maximum or minimum, again, remember, that's your vertex. But it's at 3, negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my vertex. Okay, then from there, I could say, here's my axis symmetry. X equals 3. My max value is negative 4. Then, if I use those magic numbers of 1, 3, 5 again, multiply them to the 8. So negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, negative 9, and negative 15. Those are the numbers that I'm going to use now to graph to go down. So from this vertex, I'm going down, because negative would make me think down, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Down 1, 2, 3 over 1. The next one would be going down negative 9, which I can't do. So I need at least 3 points, which I've got. There's my graph. Okay, so the domain here again is all real numbers, and your range is y less than, because it's going down, equal to negative 4. That's pretty much about it. Just make sure you follow this, and if this helps you do the assignment, that's great. But this is only here to help you with the assignment. So thank you very much. Take care. See y'all on Monday.